Morning, guys. We're still looking at Proverbs, looking at those animals that God's created that reflect things that we can learn from. Proverbs 30, verse 29, there are 3 things which are stately in their march, even 4 which are stately when they walk. And there's different animals. We learned the animal that is like a lizard that crawls into a gecko, into a kingly place. And then now we're looking at these animals who strut their stuff. And the first one is obviously the lion, verse 30. The lion is mighty among beasts and does not retreat before any. The lion is strong, courageous. He's the king of the jungle and he's not scared of anyone. Second one, the strutting rooster. You will come across a strutting rooster. He's also not scared. He struts his stuff. The male goats in those days, they would lead the pack with their horns, happy to ram things down. And then finally the king, when his army is with him. And we know a king, even like Donald Trump, demands authority. When he goes into a room, he demands respect. And when the army is behind him, he's in a way strutting his stuff. And so the principles, it says, we're going on to verse 32, if you have been foolish in exalting yourself, God has placed certain animals with these certain characteristics, and sometimes we like to be like that rooster, strutting its stuff, but God wants us to be humble. We mustn't exalt ourselves, put ourselves in position. If we do end up in that, we need to hold our tongue. It says, if you are foolish in exalting yourself, or if you have plotted evil, put your hand on your mouth. It's a saying in Proverbs, repeated elsewhere. It means take that thought captive and quickly stop what you're going to say. Because if you've put yourself in that strutting rooster position, you're bound to fail. So really in these moments, like when you're getting anger and this prideful, we really need to guard our tongues. Regarding anger, for the churning of milk produces butter, and the pressing of the nose brings forth blood. So the churning of anger produces strife. Just like if you keep mixing milk, you eventually get butter. If you keep pressing the nose, you're going to get blood. And so in the same way, if we don't hold our tongue, we don't guard our thoughts, and we start saying things we shouldn't, we're going to produce that anger. Proverbs 15:18, a hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but slow to anger calms a dispute. Proverbs 17:14, the beginning of strife is like letting out water, so abandon the quarrel before it breaks out. Learn to pull out of a quarrel. Learn to hold your tongue. Learn to withdraw from a situation. And so we need to learn to guard our tongues, be humble and repentant in these situations. Amen.